Hello everyone. Today we will discuss our first chapter of class 8 history. In this chapter we will discuss that why we study history and why it is so important to remember the dates and the happening of past of the different part of the world. So let's start. Our first topic is how important are dates. Have you ever thought why the dates are important? Remembering dates is not an easy job. Well, anything which we see happening in our surrounding must have begun on some day. For example, we drink tea or coffee, but how did it become part of our dietary habit? And when it first came into use by man? Not only this, we all must have traveled by train. So, when did train start in India? Such question take us back to the notion of the dates and time. Why we can't fix a particular date? We can't fix a particular date because many of the things happen over a stretch of time. We know that Britishers came to India in 1608 and then they started ruling India from 1757. But do we know the exact date of the year 1757 on which they started ruling? Similarly, if we move back to the example of tea, do we know the exact date on which Indians started drinking tea? That is why it is not possible to fix date for each and every event. Now the question, why we associate dates with history? हम dates को history के साथ क्यों जोड़ते हैं? It is because in early time the court historian used to record only the crucial event of king's life such as his coronation, marriage and the battles fought by him. Now the question is, which dates? A date doesn't become important if something big happened on that day in the past, but it gains its significance on the basis of how much keen we are to study the events which happened during a particular time. If our focus changes, the importance of dates also changes. Let's take an example. The British historian began their history with the first Governor General of Bengal, Warren Hastings, and it continues up to the last Viceroy of the India, Lord Mountbatten. Their history mainly focuses on the activities, policies, and the lifestyle of these men. It does not talk about anything else. Here, what I want to say is that some other events were also happening at that time in India within the society, but nothing was put on the record for them. How do we periodize? In 1817, James Mill, a Scottish economist and political philosopher, wrote 3 volumes named A History of British India. History was divided into 3 categories, namely Hindu, Muslim, and British, on the basis of the ruler of different period. According to the Mill, all Asian societies were at a lower level than the European civilization. According to him, Hindu and Muslim ruler had ruled India and there was huge intolerance against the religion of each other. Some social evils were also present such as caste system, superstitions, religious belief, etc. According to him, it was necessary to introduce European education and manner to them for their upliftment. What is colonial? Colonial refer to the British rule. Britishers established their rule in India and took control over all the territories, revenues and resources of our country. They forced Indians to sell their goods at the low price and made them produce the crop they needed. The Britishers also brought changes in our culture, custom, economic, and taste. All these things refer to the colonization of India. How do we know administration records? One of the important sources in the record of the British administration. The Britishers were of a view that each and every policy and agreement should be recorded so that it could be studied and debated if needed. This led to an administrative culture of writing memos and reports, etc. Record room were maintained with the office of Tehsildar, Commissioner's Office and Law Court. Specialized institutions like archives and museums were made in order to preserve important records. Calligraphists, the one who writes beautifully, were also appointed in order to copy the important document. Survey became important. The practice of survey became very important during the time of Britishers. They wanted to know India in order to administer it properly. So they conducted detailed survey for the following reason: to map out India, to know the soil quality, to check the suitability for different crop, to know the flora and fauna, to know the local histories. Some of the survey conducted were as botanical survey, archaeological survey, forest survey, zoological survey. So, what we can say that we can get a lot of information from the surveys conducted by the British. What official records do not tell. The official record do not tell about the need of the people of India. Many official records hide the truth and only show one aspect of the event. No doubt, we get a good amount of information from these surveys, but we should know that these surveys were recorded according to the point of view of officers in order to know what other people of the country felt and the reason behind their action. We needed to look for other sources such as diaries of people, autobiographies, account of pilgrim and travelers, popular booklets, newspapers, ideas of leaders, poets, and social reformers. All this serves as a good source to write the history.